Good morning, YouTube. This is Pennsylvania Rusteration bringing you another video. Just a quick little video, kind of introduce you guys to my little garage workshop area out here. Not very big at the moment. Currently, I want to sell the 1973 Volkswagen Beetle that I have a video posted of, my bug, Maryland, and I want to take the funds from that and finance a nice little garage out back here in my yard. And maybe once I'm done walking around out here and introduce you to a couple more projects out back, then I can show you where I want to put the shed if everything works out. But that being said, this is the mini bike, the MB200 that I keep talking about in my videos, or I did talk about in my one video. There's one major problem on it right now that I need to figure out, and then once I get everything squared away, then and the weather gets much nicer. It's still pretty cold outside, which kind of pisses me off because it was pretty nice outside for a while, for a couple days there last week, and then it just got cold again. So but hopefully when the weather gets nice and I get all the problems and the kinks worked out, then I can make a nice video, and hopefully by that time I'll either have my GoPro or a handy cam or something. Hopefully a GoPro, a Hero 6, so I can get some footage while I'm riding, because that would be pretty sweet. But anyway, that's besides the point. So this is my little workbench area here. It's currently full at the moment with Coleman stuff and a new welding helmet that my friend Brian gave to me. Very, very nice of him. As you can see, I mean, between the 220s there and the 3-burner stove, I have a whole bunch of other stuff up there. And really the only reason I collected is because my friend Mason got me into collecting them. My dad and I had a few here at the house, but it just kind of spread. And I like he likes 200As, I like the 220s, so I like the 220s. I think they're pretty sweet. The two mantles are pretty sweet, but I mean 200As are still pretty cool. And then I have a 2-burner Coleman stove up there, but overall pretty sweet. Coleman stuff's pretty cool. I never really, when I first was around Mason when he first started collecting it, I never really understood it until I started buying my own and cleaning them up and then lighting them, and then I'm like, hey, this is pretty nifty. But besides that, I mean, my hobby is really just being entertained by simple stuff like this, like garden tractors. Anything that has a small engine on it I think is really sweet. Also, you can see over there I've got a little baby scroll saw, and I mean, I wouldn't say woodworking and carpentry is a hobby. More or less it's kind of my trade, because a little backstory here, a lot of my friends that I went to high school with, we had the opportunity to leave and go to CPI, which is a technical school, and during the day, or at least part of the day, and then go back and have normal class, and then you could graduate with a certification in certain things. Like there was collision repair, precision machining, welding, carpentry, there's a whole bunch more, masonry, and there's a whole slew of things that you could go for. And I was gonna go, although I ultimately made the decision not to, and I don't know why. I regret doing it, because all my best friends now went, and I wish I would have gone, because now it's kind of put me in the position where, yeah, I'm going to college, but I hate college so much, and I honestly can't stand it. Like it's just, it bores me. But that, I mean, I wish I would have pursued something else. I just talked to my friend Isaiah the other day about maybe doing collision repair, going after I graduate college, going and doing getting my certification in collision repair or something like that. and then maybe doing more after that, because that's honestly something that I would really enjoy doing over the current shit that I do at school. But again, that's besides the point. So just a little walk around some of the other stuff that's in here. We got a welder, a really shitty welder, but I mean, I don't really consider myself a welder extraordinaire. I do it when I have to. I don't really, I mean, I would love to learn how to weld properly. I have 2 friends now that are pretty good at welding, and you know, they both tried to teach me before, but we don't really get the time. But just, that's pretty much it for that baby arc welder. And then we got all sorts of fluids over here from my truck and my car, and the engines on the Sears Suburban over there, and the other project that's outside. And I showed you the saw, and then, I mean, tackle boxes, camp stove, you name it. It's all over here. I really love fishing. Have to get some footage of that sometime too. Then there's my welding helmet, my old welding helmet, welding toolbox. I'm pretty sure that's a toolbox, but it has fishing lures and stuff in it. And then just all sorts of CDs and stuff like that. And like I said, there's all the Coleman stuff. Right here is the Save a Thread kit. All the pieces are down in there. But this is the Save a Thread kit that I was talking about for trying to revive the Sears. And then in these 6 boxes up here are all just old Volkswagen parts that I picked up at an auction. I honestly don't know why I bought any of them. I guess there's a lot of good parts in there. I mean, literally anything in there you can name it. There's intake manifolds, oil coolers, there's steering columns, you name it. There's gear shifts, brake cables, literally just anything. It's all there. Voltage regulators, I could go on for days. But I mean, probably when I sell my car, I'm also going to sell these, obviously, because I have no reason for them. Because what I'd like to do is, when I sell my car, I'd really like to pick up a CJ5 or another older vehicle, like a project. So it's whatever. And then obviously I'm not gonna baby. If I get a CJ5, I'm not gonna baby it. I'm gonna take it out and enjoy it. But I mean, that's pretty much it. The rest of that stuff's just storage. Actually, there's a 7th box for more Volkswagen parts. But I mean, there's tire repair up there, gum cutter, goof off, essential stuff. And I want to say that's it. I mean, we have some other stuff over here, just a little toolbox and some other stuff, fishing rods. But yeah, that's pretty much it for out here in the garage. So I'm gonna take you guys out and show you the other projects and stuff that I keep talking about. Wow, it is bright outside. Out there, kind of down towards the corner of the lot, is where I'm thinking about putting in the garage when I get the money and the time. But here's the cap that came off of my truck. I took it off. In the wintertime it was nice, but it got kind of old, and so I took it off. And there's the poor baby F-150 kind of scrap pile. Actually, you can start seeing more parts off of the old project that I keep talking about. This actually is part of the AC unit out of the Volkswagen, the aftermarket AC unit that was in the Volkswagen that I took out because it didn't work and I didn't want it in there. So, and beneath all this sheet metal there, there's another frame for a mini bike. It's just kind of blown over. We've had some pretty hard storms here recently. Another restoration project that I have yet to get around to, this little David Bradley hood. This was a gift from the Gilson 1979's father, Mike. Really awesome guy. Gifted this to me, and I still need to get around to fixing it up. Make a nice wall piece. And then there's the cap to my dad's truck. And then over here is the project that I've been talking about. It's a little snapper. I don't actually know the make and model. I call it my grasshopper, but this was also a project that I got from the Gilson in 1979, and I started on it and I never finished. And it's been sitting outside for a while, but it was sitting outside for probably a lot longer up at the Gilsons. But I mean, I really want to get to it, but again, I want to get to the Sears first, finish the problems on the mini bike, and then I'll get here, because this is going to require a lot more time, and it's gonna, I don't know, I really like it. When I first got this from the Gilson, I had such a great idea for it, and when I buy stuff like this, I can easily look past all the rust and stuff and any problems that it has. Like, obviously you can see all the tires are really roached and they're pretty much just worn into the ground at this point. But I look past all of that and I can see a finished project that looks really nice, and that's just the reason why I got it, because I wanted to turn it into a nice machine, and I still will. But like I said, this requires definitely a lot more time than any of my other projects at the moment. But that's my little grasshopper project, and I hope to get around to making some videos on that sometime soon, whenever I finish the Suburban. Then we got the poor baby Volkswagen Beetle, all nice. Just spent the week running her. And I mean, this is our shed. There's really nothing too awesome in here besides our trapners that we use to plow snow. This is the Craftsman that I was talking about. Still has the plow on it. We usually use the hydrostatic over there to plow, but it literally, I'm almost fairly certain it's older than my dad. And I don't remember what's wrong with it. I don't work on this. Dad works on it, because I, for the most part, don't use it whenever I need to use it for lawn work and whatnot. Or I should say, whenever I need to do lawn work and stuff, I use the little Craftsman over here. And we used to have another little Craftsman that I used to use, but I beat the hell out of it, and that's why we have that one. But I don't know what all's wrong with it, but this has a really nice plow attachment on it, and it's back there in the corner somewhere. We got a leaf collector, a rototiller, all sorts of gas, you name it, anything, it's probably in here. Dad has another workbench out here that was gifted to me, but I haven't been able to get back in here and clean it out, because whenever either of us don't need something, we just throw it on the workbench, and needless to say, none of it ever really moves. But that's pretty much it here at the old Pennsylvania Restoration facility. I mean, nothing too special in here, just a whole bunch of random shit piled in, like I just explained. We just really like to throw things everywhere and forget what we did with them, and then when we can't find them, we get pissed at each other, and then when we do find them, we're like, oh shit. But that's besides the point. That's pretty much it for the tour. The only other place that I really spend a lot of my time is down in the wood shop, and I can definitely make a video tour down there. The battery's running low on my phone, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up really quick, but I want to thank you guys for watching. This video is definitely a lot longer than any normal video, and I'm definitely going to edit some of the more rambly parts out, because I did go on a little bit more than what I should have on some parts. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and just leave a like, tell me what you thought in the comments, say hello, tell me how your day's going. I care about what you guys think. And with that, guys, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.